17th of January, 2186. Recently, just got back from Vogue, Sojolth. Dealt with the bots and the incineration corp that was there. I had to deal with a illegal broadcast that needed to be terminated in the area. There's a frozen planet, which seems to be kind of the back and forth that we've been having recently. Either go into lava, magma worlds, or ice planets. Besides dealing with the Omicron, and the bugs there, it seems like we've been to either hot or cold places. Not too much in between recently. I brought along my diligence, the grenade pistol, and incendiary grenades with me, wearing my combat technician armor and per democrasm cape on my back. I'm going to let the video of this mission play out as is, but this journal is going to be just a slightly different variation. Instead of discussing the mission and what happened with that, I actually want to bring up something that was brought up to me from another Helldiver. Recently on a dive, back on the 2nd of January, I believe, of 2186, I had a brand new Helldiver, literally a few hours into after their training and everything was complete out in the field. We were diving onto a planet, I believe it was Omicron, if I remember correctly at that time. Some of these planets bleed into each other after a while. Some stuff sticks out more, but we'll see. But that diver had asked me an interesting question of, what is my perspective with managed democracy? Now, I won't lie, I gave them a bit of a glaring look from hearing this question, because it's not something that we divers should be asking. We are out on the field, going in our squads, helping to spread our democracy and liberate worlds from our enemies. It seems interesting to have a diver question, what is managed democracy, to one of our own. If memory serves me, that's how some of the chaos and other divers, those that have abandoned Super Earth, the citizens, and us Helldivers, have started. For me, though, it was a time to, in my mind, not lose a Helldiver, and maybe to help clear out some stuff that someone was asking me about when it comes to diving into Super Earth and managed democracy. So, after the glare, and hearing the question and realizing that my other teammates that had heard it, my other squad mates and divers, seeing a senator being pulled from one side, I put my hand up for just a second to wave them down, just so I could answer properly. So, managed democracy to me, and with Super Earth, it's longevity for Super Earth. It's how we take care of ourselves in our society, for our citizens of Super Earth and for Helldivers. That managed democracy is something that helps us to fight against our enemies. We look at the technology and stuff that we've gained from the different ministries, Ministry of Science, Defense, Truth, everything. And to have fear be spread to our citizens seems unnecessary in these times. We're out in the field, diving, taking care of what we need to, for all others to be safe. Yes, a lot of us seem to be a little more expendable, but that is part of what we do. That is part of how we take care of our home. We don't do it for us, we do it for others. If we get back and get our citizenship and our classes and all the documents and stuff done, then that's what we get to do. But until those days, we dive. We dive again and again. Ice planets, lava planets, forest, rainforests, deserts, firestorms, fire tornadoes, against the bugs, the bots, the squids. We deal with these threats for others. And there should be honor in that. There should be pride in that. There shouldn't be questioning of why we do these things. It should just be known. We take care of this for us and for others. I responded as such. And upon seeing the diver's reaction, I think they actually understood better. And they took to heart hearing that out. I'm thankful for that. I looked back to the two other divers present with us at the time, and they seemed to mostly agree with that as well. Senator and peacemakers were put back in holsters and to their sides. It wasn't something that we had to deal with. It wasn't something we had to worry about. So I'm thankful that a simple question was able to be answered properly, that I could do that for another diver. And it gave me some self-reflection too, to be quite honest. I chose this. I chose and wanted to be a part of the Helldivers. I wanted to help out on these war fronts, to be a part of all this, to do what I can. Should I be able to return with my credits, requisition, and everything that's gained and gathered for us that I use for the war front and effort, well, then that's something that I hope that I can utilize best when I get back to Super Earth. I hope from this, in this journal, that my loyalty for Super Earth is not questioned for the future. Now I know that that is something that another diver will have to hear this out from me in order to realize that, but that's how my Liberty heart feels with it all. I mean, with this, getting out in the field, taking out our enemies, using these state-of-the-art weapons, testing different things out, gathering the resources for Super Earth and everything, the different ministries. It's something that we can take such good pride in, and I just don't know why you wouldn't want to do so. Continuing along that mission, though, against the bugs, it's interesting, though, that diver was way more green than a lot of the other ones that I usually see on the planet. And they made it through that one, but I don't know when the Wall of Martyrs might call their name. I mean, we don't know when the Wall is going to call any of us to it, when our time will be, when our names will be etched into that. But until that day comes, for all of it, we will continue to dive and take care of ourselves. Take care of what we need to. No one at all said it was an easy situation to deal with this. And it is an easy answer. Why do we fight for Super Earth? I mean, Lady Liberty and such, that's such a beautiful thing that we have. And such glory and wonder that we can bring for ourselves and for our citizens. And who would not defend themselves against their enemies? Who would not want to research and gain more for their society? More for their brothers and sisters, more for everybody else. And who would not want to dive side by side with their fellow Helldivers? Who would not want to be on the front of these to help everybody else out? To take care of yourselves. I mean, to stand shoulder to shoulder with another diver. I don't know how you would deny that. I don't know how you would want to question it either, to be honest. It's not something that crosses into our minds. It shouldn't be something that crosses into our mind. The Minarsees take care of us. We take care of them. We do what they ask of us. We make sure that we just are out in the field finishing those missions, objectives, taking care of everything, getting planets, resources, and everything gathered back for us. So I say to any diver that might find this, do not question my loyalty for our super Earth. Do not question my loyalty for diving, for super Earth, and for our brothers, and for citizens in the planet. I am out here every day fighting against our enemies and doing my part. And if you have to question me, you need to question yourself more for that. To be honest, that type of dissidence, well, that's why I keep my peacemaker at my side a lot of times. That's why divers keep their senators on their sides. We take care of ourselves, and there's no room for dissidence or questioning of Super Earth or managed democracy. I will end with this. I will continue to push forward for Super Earth. I will continue to dive until the day that I am done, whether I am felled by an enemy, called to the Wall of Martyrs, or that I have properly served my time for Super Earth and done what I need to. And I think next time, should any diver decide to question my loyalty and why I do what I do, why we do what we do, my fellow Helldivers, silence that questioning voice, and let's dive for us, for Super Earth, for managed democracy, for liberty.